Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife is alleged to have suspended two elders after a very, frantic revelation about how the sick one right now connived with his brother and a particular woman that was inside the palace to drive Queen Naomi out of the palace diabolically, as in to push her out of the palace without even her knowing. It is alleged that when Queen Naomi rushed out to go and put that thing on Instagram, she was doing it without knowing that it was an evil breeze that pushed her into doing that she didn't even know herself, she couldn't help herself, that would have wanted her out of the palace that instance. And that was exactly what they did. And she was so manipulated upon that she didn't know what she was writing, she didn't know what she was posting, that she just left out of the palace. Now, this information got to the Ooni of Ife and he was very shocked. You heard last week when there was this report that made the rounds that one sick man had come to beg Olori Naomi for forgiveness. They went first to the Ooni of Ife. And, this man was one of those who was so much against Queen Naomi, wanted Queen Naomi out of the palace. The man was standing that Queen Naomi insulted the Udua Council, insulted the royal family by going to post things on Instagram and all of that. So the man stood by this for the longest of time, but eventually, of course, Queen Naomi left and never came back. Up until now, we are all aware that Queen Naomi has not come back. But when the man became very ill, they said they were looking for a way to treat him. They couldn't treat him. They said they have taken the man to UBTH, that they have taken the man to Benin. They've taken the man to so many different hospitals, and fingers are still pointing on what he did to a prophetess. So they said the prophetess, they did not say it was Queen Naomi, but they said he did something to a prophetess. And so, because they kept mentioning that he did something to a prophetess, he needs to go and confess, and he needs to go and seek forgiveness. And the man turned around and thought that it's Queen Naomi. And right now, they now came, begged Ooni of Ife, and they went to go and beg Queen Naomi. But as we will have it, since things are not getting better, and you know that Queen Naomi did not see the man, Queen Naomi declined. Contrary to what we heard that Queen Naomi had seen that Baba who came to beg her, they say Queen Naomi did not see the man, that Queen Naomi did not want to see the man. So because situation has gotten really bad, the man is not feeling better, the man is not looking better. We heard that the brother now came to come and confess, because they told them that if they don't confess, that this thing that is doing the man, once the man is gone, that the brother will take over. So they said the brother came to the palace, so allegedly to come and confess to the Ooni of Ife that yes, so that he, the brother, the sick person, connived with him and with another woman that came from the palace, that they did that thing together to push Queen Naomi out of the palace. They say Ooni of Ife teared up, that Ooni of Ife cried, that people he dines with, people he's doing everything with, he would never have believed that they can gang up like this against him. He would never have believed that they would want to do this to him. He would never have believed that people are this wicked. And people are saying, Kabiyesi, you have not seen anything in this world that you're living in. You need to be very careful, because people are indeed wicked. He said they use Jasu to push Queen Naomi out of the palace, that the day that she ran off to go and do that thing on Instagram, that she was pushed, she didn't even know herself, she didn't know what she was doing. It was when they laid that command. You know that we do know that Queen Naomi is the prophetess, but you know that there is nobody apart from Jesus Christ. Every other person falls into temptation. You do know that it was even at the time where her marriage was in trouble. She must have been very vulnerable emotionally. And when a woman is emotionally down, prayer can be difficult too. I'm not going to lie, honestly. And you know what I'm talking about. You see this thing with prayers. Prayer self too is not even easy at all. So a lot of people, I remember one day where somebody posted something about Queen Naomi, that the attack on Queen Naomi is too much, that one time she was very sick in the palace because they attacked her. I saw where somebody went to go and say, how can they attack her? She is a prophetess. Is she not able to pray? Sometimes, sorry, when people talk like this, I begin to wonder, what is this thing that gives people this effrontery to speak like this? Even if you're able to pray, do you think that you can be praying 24/7, like 24 hours a day? Who knows how to pray that way? It is not easy now. So now, they said that it was a very big attack on Queen Naomi. A very big attack. And that was how they pushed her to Instagram to go and put that thing there. He said, a man said the reason why they wanted her to go and put that thing on social media, that it was not to put the thing on social media. It was for her to disgrace the Ooni publicly so that Ife people would drive her out of Ife. That was what they did. But this one now, the thing did not work as bad as they wanted it to work. The thing just pushed her to Instagram, and even that one was even bad enough. Imagine if she had maybe held the Ooni of Ife or slapped the Ooni of Ife. This one we are even talking would have been worse. It's the same God who is with her. So they said this man now came and confessed too. And the reason why this elder is confessing right now in the palace, allegedly, is because he is afraid that if they don't confess, that this thing that is disturbing the brother will disturb him too. And that is what he's trying to avoid. That is why he came to come and tell Ooni of Ife everything that is done, that was done. As we are speaking from what we are hearing that the brother is still very, very sick. Queen Naomi has not seen the brother, and Queen Naomi is not willing to see the brother. That week, at some point, I even heard a blogger say Queen Naomi had seen the brother, that the brother went to see Queen Naomi in Akure in a church, that Queen Naomi was there. Queen Naomi prayed for the brother and said he has forgiven the brother. But when I asked my own contact who is giving me gist, the woman told me that it's not true. Well, the woman told me that what she knows is that Queen Naomi has refused to see that man up until date. So right now, because the man is getting like so sick, getting worse by the day, these people decided to run and come and confess to Ooni of Ife. They said the woman was involved from the palace. They cooked all of this thing together to make sure that Ooni of Ife does not return back to Queen Naomi, because they wanted public insult from Queen Naomi to the Ooni of Ife, so that Ife people would drive Queen Naomi completely. But unfortunately, what they wanted did not work. And as God will have it, Ooni of Ife doesn't even mind. He's still going after his wife. So this man came and confessed. They said that was why Ooni of Ife suspended the sick one and this one indefinitely. They come and see the kind of dragging, bars that they gave them. I wanted to bring you this. I'm going to bring you more. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.